In addition, social media has intensified comparisons among peers, creating pressure to achieve financial success at an early age. Speaking with Agidigbo FM, Mr. Ariyotunde, a working adult, shared knowledge on the realities and challenges that come with adulthood in Nigeria.
Most parents are not able to help. It's very difficult. We need solutions to stuff like that. There's a lot of pressure in our country right now, and our currency is just bad. The pressure is too much for us.
In another interview, Ms. Christiana Oyedoyin explained why some young people resort to illegal activities, including internet fraud, in their quest for financial success.
I've seen your mates that have money, that have luxury. Definitely you want to be like that. And by the time you are reaching that point of adulthood, that stage, that transitioning into adulthood, you will feel like there are some hormones. Is even a mentality in Nigeria itself that you must have money is a mentality, because nobody wants to get poor at all. Nobody.
Also speaking with Agidigbo FM, Mr. Debisi Farouk identified some of the factors driving demands and stressed the need for value-driven living and patience.
The economy is very bad, so that's why everybody is looking for all means to get money.
Addressing the pressure of adulthood requires a combination of increased economic opportunities, financial literacy, mental health support, and responsible decision-making. Life coach and career counselors encourage young Nigerians to acquire relevant skills, build sustainable sources of income, and resist temptation to engage in illegal means of making money. Aisha Oladeji, Agidigbo FM News.
The Chief Medical Officer of Ibadan Central Hospital, Dr. Ibrahim Odetola, has debunked common myths around surrogacy, describing it as a viable option for couples struggling to have children, urging intending couples to seek professional medical guidance. Speaking in an interview with Agidigbo FM News, Dr. Odetola said many couples consider surrogacy for different reasons, but emphasized that the process must be handled with strict medical and ethical standards.
The woman that is fit, it must not be the woman that have maybe underlying diseases like chronic hypertension, diabetes, and they will check it. The wound, make sure that he has a very good wound that can carry the baby. So if all the physiological requirement or medical requirement is required, he gets everything normal, he can carry it.
The chief medical practitioner warned that surrogacy is not without risk. According to him, the surrogate faces the same pregnancy complications a biological mother would face if proper antenatal care and medical screening are not done. A renowned photographer in Ibadan, Mr. Taiwo Lasisi, has said rapid technological advancements are reshaping the photography profession, urging practitioners to upgrade their skills and equipment to remain competitive. Speaking in an interview with Agidigbo FM News, Mr. Lasisi said the emergence of content creators, modern studios, artificial intelligence, and smartphones with high-resolution cameras has fundamentally transformed the industry.
I don't think there's any bridge between us because we all are working together now. We all are working together now on a stage. If we don't meet up at an event, we meet up actually outside, taking pictures together. Sometimes it might be in a situation whereby I come with a camera, whereby the photographer I met at the same location is using a phone. So we both are now working together. So everything is based on your ability. Whether you're using a phone, a camera, it's all about your ability. What you have upstairs, what you can deliver. What you are putting out there is what people will see. They'll be like, this is nice.
The photographer further noted that the shift from analog chemical printing to digital printing has not only changed production methods but has also driven up the cost of photography services, stating that photographers who fail to adapt risk being left behind amid ongoing reforms in the sector. Now it is time to link up with our United Kingdom studio for the foreign news.
News from Kulamza Studio, Agidigbo FM. United Kingdom, I am Olushola Damilola. The United Kingdom National Police Chief Council has announced that cutting the number of forces from 43 in England and Wales will make it easier to tackle organized crime. Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood announced proposals in January to shake up policing by significantly reducing the number of forces, although Conservative Party and some branches of the Police Federation have expressed concern about the proposals, saying that fewer forces will not necessarily help to reduce crime amid funding shortages. The Metropolitan Police has confirmed to take no further action against Green Party leader Zach Polanski after he reposted a photo of a man wearing a t-shirt with an image of guillotine with a slogan of making plans for Nigel Farage. The force announced it did not believe sharing the picture constituted an offense. A Green Party spokesperson also said it was obvious from the start that no crime had been committed and that Reform UK was just using it as a political football for their own cynical purposes. While the Met Police said it will not be taking further action over the sharing of the image, officials said it had determined that a crime should be recorded in relation to the wearing of the t-shirts. Police officials said no complaint were received from people at the event at which it was worn, and there is no evidence the wearer of the t-shirt intended to threaten an individual or encourage anyone to do so. And that ends the news from Olamide Studio at Gidigbo FM. United Kingdom, I am Olushola Damilola.
Welcome back. We shall also be moving to our Maryland studio, United States, for more foreign news.
News from Kule Amzat Studio at Gidigbo FM, United States. I am Oluwatosin Sanya. The United States military says it has carried out a major wave of airstrikes against Iran in retaliation for Tuesday's attempted ballistic missile attacks on American forces. U.S. Central Command said it targeted dozens of sites linked to Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps (IRGC) after Iran launched missiles at U.S. bases in Jordan and vessels operating in the Strait of Hormuz. According to Iranian state media, the strikes killed 3 people, including a 2-year-old child, on Qush Island. Additional strikes were also reported in southern and western parts of the country. The latest escalation follows a week of intensifying conflict, including the first publicly acknowledged joint U.S.-Saudi Arabia airstrikes against Iranian-backed groups in Iraq. Iran and the United States have traded increasingly frequent strikes since an April ceasefire intended to halt months of fighting collapsed in June. Prominent Ugandan opposition leader Kizza Besigye is unconscious and in intensive care after collapsing during a court appearance in Kampala, according to his wife. The 70-year-old was appearing in court on Wednesday, where he is on trial for treason. When he collapsed, he was taken to hospital by ambulance. In a post on X, his wife, Winnie Bagima, who heads the UN's AIDS program, UNAIDS, said Besigye is being treated at Mulago National Referral Hospital. She said he is unconscious, unable to speak and unresponsive even to painful stimuli. Besigye has been in custody since November 2024 after he and his aide, Obi Latuya, were arrested in neighboring Kenya and returned to Uganda. They were later charged with treason. His lawyers and supporters say the case is politically motivated and accused President Yoweri Museveni's government of using the court to silence opposition figures. Museveni, who has ruled Uganda for nearly 4 decades, declared the winner of the January presidential election. Opposition candidate Bobi Wine rejected the results and has since gone into exile in the United States. And that ends the news from Kule Amzat Studio at Gidigbo FM, United States. I am Oluwatosin Sonya.
Welcome back once again. Now in the exciting world of sports. Nigeria's Toby Amusan delivered a commanding performance today to book her place in the women's 100-meter hurdles final at the 2026 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. The former world champion cruised to victory in the opening semi-final, crossing the finish line in a stunning 12.19 seconds to underline a status as one of the favorites for the gold medal. A victory in the final would add the Commonwealth Games Women's 100-meter hurdles title to Amusan's growing list of international honors and further cement her reputation as one of the world's leading sprint hurdlers. Her qualification also continues Team Nigeria's impressive outing in athletics at the Glasgow Games, with the country helping to build on its medal haul as the competition enters its decisive stages. To wrap up the news this evening, here is a recap of the headlines. Federal government destroys recovered weapons, vows to track traffickers. Ibadan photographer urges colleagues to adapt to industry technological changes. Police chiefs backs call for fewer, bigger forces in government. United States launches heavy wave of new attacks on Iran. Toby Amushan stamps into 100-meter hurdles final. And before we go this evening, here is a quick tip. Move out of your comfort zone. You can only grow if you are willing to feel awkward and uncomfortable when you try something new. Finally, we have come to the end of the news around the world on Agidigbo 88.7 FM Ibadan, the most listened to radio station. I am OLAMIDE BADMUS. Thank you for listening. Good evening.
News is information, and information is power. At Agidigbo 88.7 FM, we bring the news from top to bottom.
The Oyo State Independent Electoral Commission (OISEC) has called for continuous collaboration.
We bring you reports from Oyo State.
The Oyo State House of Assembly has called for thorough investigation.
Southwest Nigeria and the rest of the world
Has clarified that the body did not receive any cash support from international development.
Trust us to keep you informed every hour, every day.